All right, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a quick and easy meal prep that you can do. We're gonna be doing tofu with our Japanese sweet potato. We're gonna do it over a base of salad with bok choy, cucumbers, and we're gonna put all that together. All right. So first, let's start off with our Japanese sweet potato. So we're just gonna cut this up. Already have the oven is already preparing. We got it to 400 degrees. We're gonna cook it for like 40 to, no, we'll cook it for like 25 to 30 minutes. All right, so now I'm just gonna cube our sweet potato. And you can do it any way you like. This is just the way I like to prefer it. Just gonna use cubes. Make sure you wash and rinse your sweet potato first. And I like to keep the skin on these sweet potatoes. The Japanese sweet potato, the skin is really, really good. So I like to keep the skin on. So I just make sure that I wash it really well first. I'm just gonna cut it up in cubes. All right, so we have our sweet potatoes cubed up. Now let's season it. We're gonna start off with some olive oil, just a little bit to coat it. Maybe a teaspoon. I'm just eyeballing it right now. So I like to use paprika. Sprinkle that on. I also like to use onion powder. Get some of that. I'm gonna do a little bit of garlic powder. And then we're gonna finish it with some Italian seasoning. Now I'm just gonna mix all this up together. Get it nice and coated. So now make sure you put all this, get the seasonings well coated on the potato. And then we're gonna throw it in the oven on our baking sheet. We're gonna let that bake, all right? All right, so now that we have our sweet potatoes baking, now we're gonna prepare the base. It's gonna be a salad base. So I already have base. I just bought a bag of mixed veggies. It's just mostly a cabbage base. That's gonna be our base for everything. And you can buy a bag or you can cut up your own, however you wanna do it. But it's gonna serve as our base, all right? All right, so we're gonna add some bok choy to it too. It's one of my favorite vegetables, bok choy. We're just gonna chop it up. We're gonna use this whole thing. Got our bok choy set up, and we're just going to add that to our base of salad. Just spread that on nicely. All right, so now we're going to put some cabbage on there. Not cabbage, I'm sorry. We're going to put some shredded carrots on it. And this is all pre-packaged. It's better to cut up your own stuff, but this is if you want something quick, easy, and fast. Just make sure you look at the back of the label. Make sure it's not any type of bleaching on the carrots, and it should be pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna go to our cucumber. I'm just gonna slice up our cucumber. Now I took the skin off the cucumber. If you like your skin on, that's fine, but make sure you wash it. I like to take the skin off because cucumber does hold a lot of toxins and anything that they use to like bug sprays or anything pesticides. So it does hold that within the skin. But if you like to have the skin on, just make sure you wash it really well with apple cider vinegar and some baking soda, and just make sure you scrub it. But I just went ahead and take the skin off. So now I'm just gonna slice it or dice it. And I love pairing tofu with cucumber. It's just something I like to do. And believe it or not, cucumber is also in the same family as melon. So cucumber is a melon, just like if you have a watermelon, cantaloupe, it's in the same family. Very hydrating fruit, it's not a vegetable. Very hydrating. All right, so now that we have our cucumber, we're gonna throw it in our bowl and we're gonna go ahead and put the sauce on it, all right? So for the sauce, we're gonna use a little bit of sesame oil, just a small bit of sesame oil, not much. I'm gonna use a little bit of garlic. We're gonna use some ginger, fresh grated. You can use fresh grated ginger or just ground ginger. In this case, we're using ground ginger. We're gonna make this meal quick and easy as possible. And also from there, we're gonna add some paprika. I love paprika on a lot of my stuff. And then we're gonna do some crushed red peppers. All right, so we're just gonna mix this up. Mix it up real good. Now you can put a little bit of soy sauce on it if you want to. Just make sure you're folding in all the seasonings. Get the seasonings in pretty well. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce to it. Just a tad bit of soy sauce. Or you can do coconut aminos, is up to you. All right, so now we're gonna set that to the side, and now we're gonna prepare our tofu. All right, so now we're gonna prepare our tofu. So this is Japanese style deep fries tofu. It's not really deep fried, but they do fry it. It's a really good tofu. I like it because it is very firm. It has a lot more protein than the regular tofu. And once you pan sear it, it has a nice crisp to it. So we're just gonna cut this up into cubes. You can use any type of tofu that you want. Just make sure it's non-GMO. So we're just gonna cut it in cubes. All right, we got our tofu cut up. Now let's season it and get it ready for the pan. All right, so now we have our tofu cut up. Now let's get ready to season it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put a little bit of soy sauce on it. Always make sure that you're doing the low sodium soy sauce if you're not using coconut aminos. This is more of an Asian dish. I want to use the soy sauce to give it that more Asian flavor. But you can do whatever you feel. So get that on there nice and easy. Now with this one, I like to do a little bit of Old Bay. Not too much because Old Bay is high in sodium. And it's not the best seasoning, but it does add a little flavor to it. So we just use a little bit of it. I'm gonna do our garlic powder. Next, we're gonna throw in our onion powder. And then we're gonna finish it off with some paprika. All right, so just gonna mix that up really good to get the seasonings nice and folded into our tofu. Then once we get this nice and seasoned, we're gonna put it in the pan and just let it crisp up just a little bit. Since it's already deep fried or fried, you don't need to cook it for too long. You just want to give it a nice crisp. All right, so now we're gonna get our pan ready. So we're gonna use sesame oil to cook the tofu in. We want to give it a real Asian taste to it, Asian flavor. So we're gonna let the oil heat up just a little bit. We don't want it to where it starts smoking. You wanna just heat up just a little bit, and we're gonna throw our tofu in and cook it up. All right, now I'm just gonna add our tofu in. I'll let that cook. You don't want to cook it long, maybe 5 to 7 minutes, because it's already fried, so you don't want to cook it too long. Now, if you're using a different tofu, you might want to cook it longer till it's crisp, or you might want to throw it in the oven. But for this, we just want something quick and easy. All right, so the tofu is just about done. This is the way I like it. I still like the soft texture a little bit, but as you can see, it still has the inside is still a little bit soft, while the outside is crispy. So now we're ready to plate. Got a few more minutes on our potatoes, and then we're ready to eat. All right, now it's time to plate everything. Start off with our tofu first. I'm gonna throw the cucumbers on there. And that we're gonna do is our sweet potato. I'm gonna throw a little parsley on there just to garnish it. And there you have it. Easy meal prep, easy meal that you can cook less than 20 minutes because of the time that it takes for the sweet potatoes to make. But we have our tofu, we have our sweet potato, and we have our cucumber on a bed of lettuce with bok choy, shredded cabbage, I'm sorry, with bok choy. And that's it. Now it's time to eat.